Hey, Khari. Hey, what can you tell us about what you guys have gotten out of the past week and a half that you've been working out there? Even with the limitations that were put on it.
Yeah, I think we've been getting a lot of good work, getting putting in our defenses, tweaking some things, improving, our system here, getting the new guys acclimated, building chemistry both on, but really off the field too. We've been spending a lot of time together, off the field. I think that's been, one of the main things that I take from it. But on the field, we've been getting a lot of mental reps, a lot of film, a lot of, back and forth from players to coach to player on how we can be better, how we can win ball games. And I think that's the main thing that all of us are here for. So I think we've been definitely doing that.
Has this been? I mean, we only saw one practice last week, but it seemed like it was very mental what you guys were doing out there. Has it been more mental than physical? Would you say?
It's extremely mental, definitely,
Yeah.
more mental approach, but we have been getting good physical work in as well. Working out together, doing a little bit of individual skill work and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. Just kind of seeing where everybody is, knowing, what our expectations are coming into this year and how we play. So we've been definitely getting really good physical work in too, but it's heavy, heavy mental work, and I love it.
Okay.
George Bremer.
Khari, coming out of Michigan State, you're really known as a leader. Now that you have a couple years under your belt in the NFL, do you feel comfortable kind of taking on a role like that with this team?
For sure, I think it's something that I've been doing, since I got here, really, and it's something I'll continue to grow. The more experience I get in this league on this team, the more my teammates trust me. But I definitely embrace that role. I feel like it's part of my personality, but it's something that this team they need from me. Good leadership in the back end, great leadership in the back end. I think it comes in multiple different forms, and I'm just trying to master all of them.
Zach Kiefer.
Hey, Khari. What'd you get better at last year? Did the game start to slow down in your second season? And when you evaluate year two, what'd you get better at, and what do you still want to get better at?
Yeah, I think that's the game slowed down for me. I was, had a chance to get in the system, had a chance to make, more clear reads, put myself in position to make more plays, learning NFL offenses, learning, what it takes each and every day to prepare your mind and your body to play in this league. I think that's something that I continue to get better at. And then, in offseason, I want to continue to put myself, my body, my mind in a space where it makes plays for this team to win. Continue to turn the ball over, continue to make plays, continue to communicate, and be a good leader in the back end. I think that's what I'm here for.
Jim Aiello.
Hey, Khari, we don't know a lot about your rookie teammate, Sean Davis. What's he been like to work with?
Sean has been real. He's been real good to work with. He asks questions. He always, up front, looking, listening. You can tell he's taking everything in, getting mental reps. Like I said, asking questions. The more I only been with him for a week and a half. I feel like I've known him a little bit longer than that. So I think the more we continue to grow, the more I'll be able to tell you. But as far as right now, he seems very studious, very focused, very, very focused kid.
Kevin Bond.
Hey, Khari, either as a position group or I guess just the defense as a whole, where do you want to see that unit, either again position-wise or defense, take a big jump here in 2021?
I think we got to. I think last year we had games where we put together real good games, and then we had halves or quarters where we played very well. I think just us being able to play in the system another year, play with each other another year. We want to expand that, right? We want to play winning football as much as possible. I think that's our main goal, is to win ball games, and we know it's going to start with defense. It always has, it always will. Even if you watch, the Super Bowl last year, defense, it's all about that. So I think that's something that we are going to continue to take full responsibility of, something we'll continue to tweak and learn throughout the offseason, so that when the season comes, it's not just a couple games, it's not a couple stretches, it's not a couple quarters, it's a complete ball game. We want to put as many of those together as possible.
Chap.
Khari, we don't get a lot of look at practice because of – you've seen Jacob Eason since he's been here. What's been your impression of him?
Same thing as Sean. I think he's a very studious guy. You always see him in the building. He's always seems like he's on his way to a meeting or something. Obviously on the field, his skills, speak for themselves. So I'm excited for Jacob as a young quarterback in this league. He's got the chance to learn from some great quarterbacks, starters, backups. He had Jacoby Brissett, and he had Phillip last year. He gets Carson this year. Get to learn from Frank. So I think a lot has been poured into him, and I think when his opportunity come, I don't know him, like personally, but I know that from what I see from him, I think he'll be ready.
Big arm, apparently.
Yeah, big time.
And then last one here, Jim Aiello.
Yeah, Khari, I know you got a pretty decent basketball background there. Were you surprised to see Carson be able to shoot it as well as he could shoot it? And where were you in that knockout line there?
Man, they got me out of there early, man. I missed the shot, but it was fun though. It was it's exciting. You kind of could tell most quarterbacks have some type of basketball background, so I wasn't surprised. But it was definitely fun.
All right, Khari, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Media next up is Michael